What is the most under-leveled skill that a lot of players have? Is it mining? Is it combat? Is it farming? Or is it foraging? Yeah, it's this one. Foraging is such an important skill in Hypixel Skyblock because it grants strength, Skyblock XP, coins, and foraging fortune. Now, one of the key takeaways from foraging is going to be the strength bonus. Having more strength not only bonuses your stats, but even all of your equipment as well. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing off the cheapest and most effective foraging setup that most and practically all players can afford, no matter if you're early, mid, or even late game. And for the positive mention of the day, I want all of you to know that God loves you, God bless you. And guys, I know life could get difficult, but it's our responsibility to push forward and to never give up. Keep working hard, keep grinding at the gym, and keep following your dream. I hope all of you enjoyed today's video. So there are countless setups for foraging, each ranging in all different prices. But there's one setup that I found and most other players use that costs less than 20 million coins. Yeah, that's pretty cheap. For the setup, you're going to need a tree capacitor, an ocelotl pet, and a full set of very young dragon armor. A normal tree capacitor costs anywhere from 2 million coins, but if you're looking to upgrade it with efficiency 5 and the toil bonus, you're going to be expected to pay a few more million coins, totally optional, and to be honest, there's really no big difference here, just if you want to upgrade that setup a little bit more. And then you're going to need an ocelotl pet, which costs anywhere from 5 to 20 million coins. The main bonus right here is going to be the foraging wisdom boost, which grants 30 foraging wisdom, which is almost as much wisdom from a booster cookie. Trust me, having an ocelotl pet with this foraging boost is so recommended. It's technically free XP. And then a set of young dragon armor. The main bonus right here is going to be the young blood, in which you gain speed while over an HP amount, but you don't fight mobs in the foraging islands, so that's not a problem. And a full set of young dragon armor costs around 2 million coins. Adding enchants is totally optional, but not really recommended, as you're just using it for the speed. And then if you want to go ahead and spice it up, I would recommend buying a booster cookie, because you do gain 25 wisdom on all your skills, including foraging, which is just gonna make the XP more and more efficient. Now there are many more ways to upgrade your foraging setup, maxing out your armor, etc, etc. But for the most basic, most affordable, and most efficient setup, bro, this is literally it. I am telling you, it is so good. And well, if you're lucky like I am right now, Derpy is currently mayor, which is totally just lucky because, well, this makes foraging so much easier. He gives 50% more skill experience, dude, so with all of these stats, all of these bonuses, you're going to be gaining foraging XP like nothing. But unfortunately, Derpy only comes 4 months, so whenever he does come, make sure to get this foraging setup. And well, now, let's go ahead and give this setup a test. We have everything: our tree capacitor, our young dragon armor, and our ocelotl pet. And guys, I would really recommend foraging on the Dark Oak Islands. Because these trees are bigger in size, you get so much more XP. But keep in mind, this is the most contested area. But with this young dragon armor, you're going to be able to run everywhere and forge all this XP. So taking a quick look, if we go ahead and forge this log, we almost got 400 XP. And if we mine this tree, we get 600. 600 forging XP is literally insane. And that's from one single swing. So with this setup, let's go ahead and run a test. I'll be foraging for 20 minutes straight, and by the end, we should have a good estimate on how much XP we would get. And then we would multiply that by 3 to see how much we would get in an hour. So I guess, let's let the grind begin. So I'm gonna be completely honest, the grind was painful enough. I mean, foraging is so boring, but it's something that has to be done. But within 20 minutes, we managed to get over 120,000 XP. And if we multiply that by 3, that's almost 360,000 foraging XP every hour. For such a cheap and effective setup, I mean 360,000 XP an hour is something you cannot complain with. But while I was foraging, I was looking for a more efficient way. And I came across this video. Foraging 50 in 30 seconds? Wait, what? Alright, I'm not able to show the video because of copyright reasons, but what Refraction ends up doing here is he practically opens Jerry boxes and gets foraging XP. Let's try it out. Boom. What do we get? Oh, 20,000 farming XP. Bet. But taking a quick look at the price of this is what gets me a little bit, worried. Almost 630,000 coins per, but you know, we're a YouTuber, okay, we'll start off by buying 10, bro. I do not want to go this crazy just yet. 6.5 mil, 20,000 mining XP, 20,000 forging XP, 20,000 farming XP. We're getting so much of that. That's crazy. So this is really efficient, but the cost is what sort of ruins it. I mean, if you're an endgame player who really wants to get that forging XP to level 50, I would recommend doing this. I bet you'd have it in no time. But it's cool to see these new different ways to get forging XP and basically skill XP in general. Just be careful and do not overpay. You will go broke. So if you want to go ahead and upgrade your setup to the maximum to make it as prestige and supreme as possible to spend the top dollar on this forging setup, I would recommend buying an auto pet, which allows you to swap from one pet to another. And the other pet you would need would be the monkey pet, which grants amazing forging perks, but the best one being the evolved axes, which reduces the cooldown of the jungle axe and tree capacitor by 50%. The average price is 33 million coins, and with the auto pet roll costing around 24 million or 21,000 bits, this really does max out the setup. This really doesn't make too much of a difference, but if you have that money laying around and really want to work on the forging skill, make sure to go ahead and do so. Personally, forging is something I have to work on, and I do not want to, but as I said, it's so important and helps out a ton in Hypixel Skyblock. And well, you're probably wondering, what does profit look like? Well, profit from forging is very small. In fact, you're not going to be making that much money at all. Most players sell a whole inventory for around 30,000 coins. But wood prices do jump all the time, so do not be surprised if you're able to make more. But if you're someone who's going to be forging for hours, I would recommend getting a personal compactor. These are pretty cheap. You're able to pick one up for around 3 mil or even 300k. With these, you're able to put the enchanted item of a block, so it'll craft automatically into it. With forging, this is going to help out a ton because instead of just constantly doing /BZ/BZ, you're able to just keep forging and well, have a whole inventory of enchanted wood. So let's say it's not going to be one of those methods that make 50 mil an hour. That would be so cool though, forging made that much, because it would be so much more enjoyable. But you know, why would Hypixel do something like that? They're not like that. But I really hope that this guide did help you guys. And I hope this setup really did boost your forging XP. So I guess, as I'm wrapping up this video, I should probably go ahead and go back to forging and spending the next 5 hours doing this. Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
So what you say? I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great.